Hey guy, Aaron back again. So another video of my idea series. So yeah, you might be workshop by the thumbnail. But anyway, since the last time I upload this, I've been changing a few things about my AU for Thomas Edward Henry Gold, James and the wedding. Because I got a haircut today, so let me show you. What do you think? But anyway, so what inspired me to upgrade literally my take on the first fire engine in F25 was a power from D2U. So here are my upgraded versions of the first 5 engine and engine 25 from the railway series. So right before Thomas Dill LBCR E2 Pacifically number 106 built to 1915 work at Southampton dock before pound. We put the train all the way to so the winter. Then, when the railroad completed the following year, he was purchased by the NWR, which will be purchased a week later, making Thomas the first engine to be owned by the NWR. Then, in 1918, he got involved in an accident when he apparently fell backwards into the sea, thanks to a engine pushing him. Due to this, he was sent to work when his back running ball were flattened out to accommodate for this, making him look like how he did look in the original Pain illustration. Then in 1939, when World War II broke out, he and the other engine were painted a wartime black livery, and they remained until 1945. Then in 1916, he crashed into a Daisy Mountain house, and due to he was sent to the work when he was rebuilt with a flat running ball, and after that, his story goes the same as the books. For now on, in my universe, Edward is apparently an LNR D31, specifically the prototype built in 1884, did mid-traffic work before he was loaned to the NWR in 1915. But before he was loaned, he was fitted with a superheated boiler. Then he was loaned to the NWR. Then, when the railroad completed in 1960, a week after Thomas was purchased, they asked the LNR would they like Edward back, and the have no interest in having him back as he was assigned demo. So he was purchased by the NWR and became its second engine. Then during his first overhaul, he'll be fitted with a foul like Darrow tender. In 1939, World War II broke out, and like Thomas, Edward will be repainted into a wartime black livery from 1939 all the way up to 1945 when World War II ended. In 1952, he was sent to the work when he was rebuilt after stopping a runaway James, and he was rebuilt into a LNR D14. This will be the condition that he remained in to this day. So yeah, that's my idea of an update to course. So unlike last time when I basically just edited a picture of A1 by using it as the A0, what I'm going to do this time basically just take an image of a LBSCR H2 Atlantic, and what I did when I edited it into a 462. So let's just call it the A0 class. Henry was built in 1919 by the LMS, who sent literally one of the spies to do the group from Tonight to Gwenley. Due to the Henry was known at the A0. Then in 1922, he was purchased by the NWR and he came to show along with 9462 and A7546. Overall, during the time though, his story would play out the same as it did in Tones 1, Episode 2, Henry 3, and NWR Episode 3. So, yeah, overall, his story also goes the same at the Railway series, with a few TV elements added. Then, in 1932, a year after Percy arrived, he will be given Bessel Wells' call, so that to fit his steaming trouble. And why did Thornwell? There were big things that did happen. Possibly it's good to be gone. They took place literally the following year. Then in 1935, literally the flying kipper incident happened. Due to Henry Center literally back to the LMS when he was rebuilt into an LMS Black 5. And then in 1939 he'll be repainted a wartime black livery. After the war, Henry fell in love with the neighborhood, and all the engines saw that Henry went soft. Then in 1968 he would marry Emily, and after that the story goes the same as the books and the TV series, specifically the model series. Now, I decided to keep going at the A1 prototype. Now, I know some of you are going to be angry in the comment, but let me just let the guy explain it for you guys. So, yeah.
Besides, it was not uncommon for an engine class to have more than one prototype, such as the Great Western Saint class with 3 prototypes.
So, I decided to have Golden be built from 1928 one draft. So here's a edit I made. So what I did was I put a Black 5 death crate and wheel on top of the A1 and put a B1610 behind the A1. So here is my new troopers of Golden. Golden was built in 1921 as the first A1 to be built. Despite the fact that he was the first A1, apparently he had a slightly different valve that gave him a lot of trouble during his testing. So due to it, Gwenley had to build another prototype, that being Great Northern. Golden worked on the LNR until he was withdrawn in 1923 for being non-standard. But instead of being scrapped, he was sold to the NWR and became a 4th engine. After that, his story goes the same on the book with a few TV series elements. From 1939 to 1945, he and the other engine were painted to a wartime black livery. Then, in 1945, he will get involved into an accident where a bunch of truck pushed him down here and he came off the web. So due to it, he was sent to the work when he retired, rebuilt into an A3. After that, his story goes the same as the books. From now on, in my new, the Jameson E got both the tender and barrier of the 3F. So, the only change I made is that they are a developmental version of the class. James and the Red Engine, who in my youth thought the Red Engine name is Eagle, were apparently built in 1908 at number 239 and 204. See, by that I did change nothing about it. The only change I made to go that he kept here with General Tendo for the rest of his life. James will welcome the LYR, which will later become the LMS, until he was sold to the NWR in 1925. For updating accident on his first day, he'll be repainted into the NWR red with blue lining, given number 5 and a foul style tender. By that, his story goes the same with the books. Oh, and be careful, he also get hit rebuild cab. Well, that was a lot of work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, so you do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. This is Aaron signing out. Peace out!